We might be live, might not be. There we go. Okay. Always takes a second before it actually shows this like live, so I wanted to wait a second. All right, hello. This is Melissa Dillon here, and this is always usually live face live face. This is my live face right here. This is usually live first on my Facebook page, and then I upload it to my YouTube channel. So this is on my YouTube channel at Melissa May Dillon if you're on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube and you want to connect with me on Facebook, I highly encourage you to do so, so that you can be in my world and be in my energy. But on Facebook, though, if you either have to follow me or you have to add friend requests, but you must send me a message or I will assume that you don't want to actually be my friend. So please send me a message if you legitimately want to be my friend coming from the YouTube side. Hello, Raven, watching on Facebook. Wendy, hello, hello. And yes, I am crowned queen because that is what I want to talk about today. So, and I had this crown custom made for me by Melissa Morales. She's absolutely amazing. We talked about what each crystal means, how I wanted my crown to look, and what sort of things I wanted it to do for me. You have the gold stone, which is like this very pretty, shimmery, like brown, goldy stone, and that works a lot well for ambition. Then we have the rose quartz, which is all about self-love, and then just regular quartz, which helps with what was it? Oh shoot, just like alignment and clarity and things like that. And they mean they mean a lot more too. But these are the main crystals that I actually own, and they're on my crown. And I bought this right around the time that I became the insurance exam queen. So I built a 6-figure business in 1 year after leaving my corporate job. And I want to be able to share with people how I did that. And so much of that is not related to the actual, well, first I did this and then I did that, and like the business tactics. It's not like that makes up a small piece of it. And that will look so much different for every person's business, really, at the end of the day. The biggest piece of it was mindset and embodiment and like tapping and tuning into my energy and raising my energetic levels and like understanding, inner child work and healing and like all of that, because anything that it is that we want to do within our life is going to be clouded by our past experiences, by our traumas, by our programming and conditioning, by our mindset. So some of us will say, well, I want a business like hers, and she did what she did, so and if I do it, I can also be successful. But you can duplicate everything I do exactly and still have no success if you don't have the right mindset, the right embodiment, the right energy. And ultimately, when you do get into the right body, the right mindset, the right energy, any business you want to do can be successful, because that's what it ultimately comes down to, is who you are and who you are radiating as is what will determine what happens within your world, in your career, in your business. So while I give away for free all the steps that I took to create my 6-figure business, it ultimately comes down to how you operate as a person, what beliefs you're holding within your body, what past traumatic experiences you have, and have you healed them? Have you made peace with them? Do you understand the journey of all of these things? Do you understand energy and how your energy, determines what's going on around you and what's happening within you? And it's when you're in tap and in tune with that is where all the magic is. And so what I wanted to talk about, and the reason why I'm also wearing my crown, I don't always wear my crown, but I do like to wear my crown sometimes when I'm doing specific things, because it really tunes me into queen energy, which is what I really wanted to talk about today. And I've been teasing queen energy out on my Facebook, sharing posts about how I have tapped into my queen energy, which has allowed me to create this, 6-figure business and brand, and to have a life of freedom within this past year of creating my business. Not only did I create a 6-figure business that is growing way more and more every single day, like last month, the month of January, was a $28,000 month. So $28,000. My first year of teaching was $30,000 for the entire year. And I just made $28,000 in 1 month. 1 month. Like that just blows my mind. And the business itself was $136,000 in 1 year. So we're close to like almost 150 now. So anyway, being able to build that business was me. I didn't realize this at the time. Okay. So I didn't know this. I didn't do this on purpose, but I discovered along the way that calling myself a queen, like my business is Insurance Exam Queen. And I wanted it to be insurance exam, and I wanted it to be something about me. And I just chose queen because I love gold. I love flashy. I'm a woman. It sounded better than diva, insurance exam diva. So queen just made sense. And then I began calling myself queen. I'm the queen. I'm the insurance exam queen. I was referring to myself as queen. People would call me queen in the comments. And as I began growing my business, I realized that I was showing up differently than I ever have before. And it's because I was tapping into what I now call queen energy. And a queen operates way differently than a regular person. And it was through doing these things that I became more and more queen-like. Tapping into my queen energy is what allowed me to create this successful six-figure business that is ever growing and expanding. I got so many ideas the other night for how we're going to expand the business, and I'm so freaking excited about that. But part of the getting those ideas and getting that alignment, receiving the knowledge from the ethers out there, because there's you are a divine being. You are a divine being here on this earth to have fun and to experience what it is in a physical body. Because when you think of yourself as a divine being, think of yourself as like this light, or like this, like, I don't know, stardust, right? And you're like, we come to earth because we want to say, well, what is it like to be physical? What is it like to play around? What is it like to have fun? And that's why we came to earth, to have all these fun things. And you are a divine being. You are here by God. You are of God. You are God here on this earth to create and manifest and to have fun. And when I started calling myself a queen, I began tapping into that energy more and more and more. And there is a you that is greater than the you that is in this physical world. And a lot of people will refer to it as like your higher power. When you are tapped and tuned into your queen energy, your higher power is you begin to live and embody your higher power, and it will give you knowledge and information and clarity. Like, this is one of the things that happened in my business. I didn't know what I was doing when I started my business. I didn't know how to create a six-figure brand. I was a poor school teacher and an insurance sales agent. Nothing about me was like, I know how to create a six-figure business. I hadn't even done it yet. And then I learned it by doing it. And when you do it, when you take the action, where you just say, when you just show up, I'm going to show up in my queen energy, you will get the knowledge, you will get the insight. It comes to you. Some people in the spiritual community call it downloads, where they're just sitting and chilling and doing something they love and enjoy, and suddenly they get this amazing, incredible idea that they can bring to the world, and then they do it, and then it creates for them a business, financial freedom, like programs, whatever it is you do. And the queen energy is one of the downloads that I received, where it was like, how, because I have this desire and this passion to help people, right? Like, if I can create a six-figure business coming from teaching, coming from a corporate environment, I can help other people do that. And so it's been on my mind that I want to be able to help people do this. I want to be able to make this happen. I want to help other women who are struggling at their job. They hate their job. They don't like what they're doing, and they want more freedom. They want more flexibility. They want to be in charge of their own life. They want to be in charge of your own finances, because even if you have a financially secure job that pays you a steady paycheck, they can fire you at any point. They can let you go at any point. And I have evidence of that within my own life. My mother worked at a company for 20 some years, was thinking about early retirement with them. And before that happened, boom, they just let her go one day. At the drop of a hat. She had no idea it was coming up. 20 some years. It's like a marriage. 20 some years with this company, thinking everything is good and gravy and everything's fine. And then they decide, sorry, we're cutting your department. Sayonara. No job, unless you are the CEO, no job is secure. So when you truly want your own security, you have to be the one that is running the show. And I run my show. I am the insurance exam queen. I am the queen of what it is that I do, but I get to take that energy of being the insurance exam queen and put it into my own life. And now I want to be able to help other people and other women. And if you're a male watching this, fine, king energy, whatever it is you want. And I even thought about messing with the name like divine royal energy. It doesn't matter. I chose queen because it's just what I, refer to, but anyone can tap into this power. So, what I would like to do is to help, especially to be able to help other people to tap in and tune into this power that you have, this queen energy. We have to find that energy. We have to harness it. We have to operate it. It is within us. It is not apart from you. It is not separate from you. It's just you don't know how to tap in and tune into it. And I want to show you how to do that. And I want to show you how it showed up for me in my life. So I kept calling myself insurance exam queen. Day by day, the more I referred to myself as a queen, the more people called me a queen, I began operating differently. And I discovered that it was queen energy. And what I would like to do is share with you that queen energy and take you through how it is that a queen shows up for herself, how she takes care of herself, how she moves about in the world, how she builds a business, how she does whatever it is that she wants to do. So whatever it is in your life that you want that you don't currently have, the queen energy is going to show you how to tap into that. So I haven't yet fully released the details. This is still just a little teaser of queen energy. I would like you to continue to follow along because very shortly, and I have my branding artist. She's fabulous. Oh my gosh. My business boomed. My insurance exam queen business boomed when I hired Mindy Lyons I have a student named Mandy and I was just talking to her, but Mindy Lyons, she does my branding work for me and she does it for the insurance exam queen business. And now she's doing my branding with me for helping other people do what I did. So like as I started a whole new separate YouTube channel so I can help people how I went from 1 year to 100K, but technically it's 136K for the 1 year. And so we're going to be releasing the branding for that. There's going to be a link to sign up. So what I'm initially seeing right now is a 2-hour masterclass where you get to join me, where we get to talk about what is queen. So like exactly how I began operating in queen energy, how it dictated my business and my life and my world. And since doing that, that's one of the things I was going to talk about before. What does my life look like since tapping into queen energy? So at the time, when I started the insurance exam queen business, I was working, so I quit and then I became the insurance exam queen. I couldn't do them both at the same time because it would be a conflict. So I was married, but what initially seemed like an amazing relationship ultimately was just a very good mirror for me to let me know how much trauma I was still holding on to and how many programmings and conditionings I was operating from. And my relationship with him stirred me to go to therapy for the first time. And I was going to therapy for about a year before I started the insurance exam queen business. And I got so much productive healing and work done, so much transformation done that I was then able to step into it. So we were married. It wasn't pleasant for me. I got to the point where he himself had a lot of trauma that he was not willing to work on, not willing to go to therapy. He wanted to do it himself. And I was like, okay, well, even though I'm living single in my mind. In my mind, I was like, I'm living single. He's just a roommate who's living in this house with me, but I was taking myself out on dates. I was doing things on my own. I was traveling on my own because he wasn't willing to participate with me in a relationship or in a marriage. And my mindset at the time was, okay, well, in sickness and in health, and he's sick right now with his trauma. So I will just take care of me and hopefully he will be able to bring himself around because I can't be his therapist. I can't, I can't make him want to have a better life. I just need to take care of myself. And I began taking care of myself. I began living single, but I was in a relationship that I didn't really love or enjoy, but I I was keeping up with my commitment in sickness and in health, and I just started focusing on me. I was not like financially secure at all at the very beginning of this business. In fact, I had been such a, the most I made for most of my life was around 30 to 40K a year. That's what a teacher in Arizona made. And then I did get into a corporate position teaching insurance where I was able to make a lot more money, but it was limited. It was never going to grow. It was never going to be bigger than that. No matter how many customers or clients I got for them, no matter how many people I had pass their exam, it was never going to grow. And so it was kind of like just a dead end position for me. No matter how much I poured in, no matter how much knowledge I gave them, no matter how much things I did, it was dead end. So I was in basically a dead end relationship. I was in a dead end job. I was not satisfied with how I was living my life, in that I wanted to do more. I wanted to be bigger. I wanted to help people. I knew that there was something within me that was like, you are bigger than this. You are bigger than this tiny little bubble that you're living in. And it was and the initial was being able to start the Insurance Exam Queen. You fast forward my life now, I'm in an extremely happy relationship. You can go back on my profile. I shared a live that my sister did. She did a relationship reading between me and my partner David, and you can see how we are in our relationship and how everything lines up for us. He is excited every day to be in a relationship with me. In fact, he is the one who's like, I want you to come with me more, hang out with me. Like, he wants to cuddle me. He wants to be with me. He made me breakfast this morning. Like, it's just a complete 180 difference in my relationship with my partner than where I was before. And that was tapping into the queen energy. Another major thing that happened was I got pregnant. Now, before this relationship, to me, getting pregnant was not an option because, one, I knew that I had seen what it looks like to have a baby and to have not financial security, or to maybe have financial security, but it meant your partner being away all day long. And I was like, in no world do I want to have a baby where that is my reality, because I want my family at home, and not even just at home. Like, I want us together, whether we travel, we go places, or we're just together. I don't want me stuck at home with the kid, or I don't want to put my kid in daycare. I don't want my partner to not have to spend his day with us if he's out working. I was like, this is not a reality for me that I would want to experience or have. So having a baby for me was completely off the table. Like, and also I had just gotten older and it just never seemed like it was going to happen. So I completely allowed that dream of mine to die, to the point where I had advocated that I'm never going to have kids because it just never seemed like it could be real to me. But when I tapped into queen energy, when I was able to completely change my financial situation to where my business fully supports everyone being at home. My business is so easy that I make money in my sleep, that I don't even need to be working 8 hours a day to make it happen. That means that I can dedicate all the time in the world to my child without being afraid of money. My whole world shifted, and we got pregnant. Like, super fast, like way faster than I thought it was going to happen. And that was queen energy, because I was like, we literally went to a store and we were looking for something. I don't know, we were doing something else, but I saw a little onesie on the rack, and it was like the cutest little onesie. It was camo, and my partner is from the military, and then it also said future hunting buddy, and he's a big hunter, and he loves to go hunting. I like to go hunting too. And it was just this cute little like onesie, and I actually hung it above our bed. And it wasn't that long before we got pregnant. And that was tapping into my queen energy. I was in a totally different energy and space, that now having a baby was something that was so real to me that it was more than possible. And I have a full head of gray hair, and I'm having my first baby. And our pregnancy has been totally healthy, totally fine. And it's being tapped and tuned into this. Although the one thing I have, and let me show you, oh my gosh, I have this belt. So here's the first like everyone says, "Where's your baby bump picture?" And I'm like, "Well, this is just my normal fat. I mostly feel like, but the pelvic bone. Oh my god, the pelvic bone is separating right now." And then you get bone on bone action down there. Is making space for the baby, making room for the baby to be able to come out. And oh my gosh, does that hurt? But other than that, our pregnancy has been perfect, and I now like I am in such a different place living in this queen energy, and whatever it is that we want, we get. We haven't shared the news with everybody, but we did something big the other day, and I'm so excited for that and what that's going to look like, in our life. And it's all coming from queen energy, queen energy. So my life is so different now that I operate in queen energy, now that I show up each day as a queen for myself, for my family, for my future, for my business. And I want to share all of that with you. So details will be released soon. Follow along. Let me know if you have any questions. And this will be like the beginning. It's very much a part of building a business, building a 6-figure brand like I did in 1 year, 11 months, technically. I did it in less than 1 year. So, and it was 5 months in, I was making 5 figures. So like, I want to show you how to do that. And a big piece of that is tapping and tuning into your queen energy, king energy, your royal energy, this divine energy and power that you have as a being here on earth. We all have it. We just don't necessarily know how to tap into it because we've been programmed and conditioned out of it throughout our childhood. I come from a very traumatic, abusive childhood, and it can impact how you operate within this world and how you function. And when we remove that from ourselves, when we understand and acknowledge that we've been programmed and conditioned, then we get to tap and tune into that energy. And I want to bring that to you and to, make it possible for you as well to live within that energy and to be the queen of your own life, your own business, your own relationship, or royal energy, whatever it is you want it to be. Okay. So I love you all. I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to get this video uploaded to YouTube. Again, if you're watching this on Facebook, I also have the YouTube channel where you can rewatch this easily. Otherwise, you have to kind of scroll back on my Facebook to find it. And if you're on YouTube, I highly encourage you to friend me on Facebook, but please send me a friend request so I know that you're legitimate. I just checked. I have 235 friend requests, and I don't know if you legitimately want to be my friend or not. So please make sure you drop a message so that we can connect, and that I get to know who you are for a minute before just hitting confirm to be my friend if you want to be in my world. So I love you all so much, and have an amazing day. And I cannot wait. Like I said, Mindy Lyons is creating the branding for the right now I'm seeing it as a 2-hour Queen Energy Masterclass. That'll be where you get to come with me, and we'll get to talk about Queen Energy. It will be a group of us all together, and we get to learn what that Queen Energy looks like, how to tap into it, how to harness it and power it, and how to use it to create your dream life, your dream business, however it is that you want to live and operate in the world. You can have that. It's available to you. You just got to tap into that queen energy, that royal energy, that divine power juiciness that you have running through your body. We all have it. I'm not special. I'm not special. I just figured out how to tap into it, and I want to share that with you. It's available to all of us, all of us. So I love you all. Stay tuned. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Kisses, loves, all the feels.